Peace, family, and Black Power. I'm going to make this video short and sweet, right to the point. And this video is for my Christian brothers and sisters who I hold nothing but love for. I want to start this off with a question. Being that Jesus was from a part of the world where people of color lived, let's agree that Jesus was a man of color. All right. He was not a white man with blue eyes. He was a man of color. All right. I think we can all kind of come to terms with that. The tree that Jesus, or the cross that Jesus was hung on, I think we can all agree that that was made out of wood. It was made out of a tree. Right. So hopefully we're on the same page right now. Okay.
What's up, guys? Out here with another video. So I saw another video from J.O. Ford, and I wanted to go ahead and address this topic. And quite frankly, in this video, I kind of somewhat agree with this guy. I know a lot of you are probably going to be shocked, but I kind of agree with this guy in this video. He does make some valid points, but you know, as always, you know, he is pretty much off on some of his theology. So we're just going to go ahead and get right into it. The first thing he talks about is Jesus being a man of color, and basically I would kind of agree if we're defining man of color. Not you know, it's not to say that he was a black man. He was from a part of the world in a region where his skin may have been a little more melanated than, you know, let's say someone who is Caucasian. So I do agree with him on that, but let's go ahead and get into the rest of the video. As you guys probably, you know, saw in the title, this is about wearing the cross, Christians wearing the cross. So let's go ahead and listen to what he has to say about this. And let's just take it point by point.
I want y'all to take a look at this. Take a look at this. This is what y'all wear on your necks. All right, let me make sure I get that right. This is what you wear on your necks. This is what you get tattooed on your bodies. A symbol of a colored man hanging from a tree. That's what they got y'all wearing. Literally, family. It's no different than this. Same thing. You got a man of color dead hanging from a tree. That's what you're wearing.
Now, first of all, what I want to do is address this point. Jesus was God incarnate who died for the sins of mankind. Now, he just wasn't just some black guy who just died from a lynching from some very horrible people. But I understand what he's trying to say. He's trying to say that you have someone being crucified or, you know, being killed unlawfully, and you're basically trying to compare it to Christ, but you really can't compare the two. But I do understand where he's coming from. Let's just keep going.
The symbol of that, which is what we would call a lynching, what this was used for, and what this was used for, same thing, to let you know that if you get out of line, this is what happens. Same thing. And they have tricked you into wearing this around your neck. A constant reminder. Constant reminder.
Well, when it comes to that point, you know, like I just said previously, that it's kind of not the same thing. Jesus was crucified on a cross. Now, first of all, the prophets in the Old Testament had spoken of Jesus's crucifixion 700 years. Well, first David wrote in Psalms, I think it's Psalms 24, where David talks about Jesus' crucifixion. Okay, he talks about Jesus' crucifixion. This is like 700 years before Jesus was even thought of, heard of. Not only that, the prophet Jeremiah also spoke of the Messiah who was going to come, and he was going to be crucified and killed for his sin. Even in the book of Isaiah talks about the Messiah being rejected and all of that. So it's not really the same thing when you're trying to compare slavery to the death of Christ. It's two totally different things. But let's keep it going.
This is what you wear. You don't wear an open tomb. Right? You don't wear Jesus ascending into the sky. You wear a symbol of a dead black man hanging from a tree.
Actually, and I always encourage Christians, do not wear the crucifix, because that is a symbol of idolatry. And that symbol actually comes from Catholic idolatry and Catholic pagan methods. Okay, it's about, it kind of goes into the transubstantiation, where us as Christians, where we have to, continue to crucify Jesus weekly in order to have an atonement for our sins. And that's what that's what the Mass is all about. But I'm not Catholic, okay? The Catholic system is a totally different system from evangelical Christianity, and I don't have time to go into all of that in the video, but I would just basically ask you guys to study the difference between the Catholic Church and the evangelical church. But as I digress from that, as Christians, I totally agree. We shouldn't be wearing something that depicts the crucifixion of Jesus, because number one, the Bible warns us against wearing things that are, or basically having things in our possession that shows the likeness of things that are in heaven. Okay, just like God said, you shall not make any brazen images. Okay, that was a commandment. And that's why, as an evangelical, that's why I myself don't have tattoos of Jesus, or I don't wear crucifixes or anything like that.
I just want you to see how sick that is. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. But this is what you're wearing. This is what you get tattooed on your body. This is what you're wearing.
It's kind of interesting that he put that picture up. Because, if it's sick for people to wear crosses of a figure that depicts who Jesus is on the cross, then why would you keep a picture of an actual person, of an actual picture in your phone to show that someone who has been lynched? I mean, I think that would be a little sicker to keep pictures like that, or to keep showing people those types of pictures. And I think that's actually a little sicker. But I mean, at the same time, it is history. It is stuff that you can Google, things that you can just pull up and see on the internet nowadays. But once again, I'm going to digress. But in this video, I do agree. Christians, you shouldn't be walking around here with crucifixes on. You shouldn't be getting those tattoos. I know that I'm a Christian, and I had tattoos. I got tattoos before I got saved. Once again, I was right there. So what this guy's talking about, black power and all of that, come on. I mean, I was there, man. But glory be to God that I've been saved, and I've been made a new creature, and I've been able to escape that black conscience cancer. But now that I understand the faith, that's why we don't wear crucifixes. We don't have crosses up in our homes. We don't have any pictures that it's supposed to be Jesus or anything like that. We don't have no black Jesuses or nothing. We just don't have any of that in our home, and we won't, because it's a form of idolatry. But as I close, just, if you're Christian, try to stay away from those pieces of idolatry. That's all I gotta say for this video, man. If you guys like what you heard, thumbs up, rate, share, subscribe. Drop me a comment in the link below, in the video below. And as always, you guys, you have a blessed day.